What's up, everybody? It's Jones, or your fit.
When are we going to do the Ninja Turtle?
What? The turtle? We'll do it when I get around to it.
I'll be right back.
Be right back for what? The heck is this?
Around to it.
All right, I guess we're got around to it, didn't we?
Yeah.
You're pretty clever, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what do you see on the front of this guy here?
Around to it.
Around to it. You little sneaking. All right. You want to just go play your Zelda?
Yeah.
Go play your Zelda then. What a little turd. He gets to pick what video I'm doing, and then he doesn't even want to be in the video. He just wants to play with the toy later. Anyway, we got Raphael here in the front of the box. Raphael looks pretty awesome. He's got his weapons, and he's looking all vintage and cool and just awesome. We'll flip this package around here. And on this side, I really like the vintage artwork they've got. They've got the little story of the turtles here. You know, the little comic book style type intro story in case you don't know who the turtles are. And one of my favorite parts here, they've got this little clip and collect portrait of Raphael. I always loved clipping these out as a kid and keeping them. They're kind of like, statistic cards or whatever to let you know what the turtles were all about. And then here we got the cross sell with the other turtles, and this is the last turtle. We've got the other three. So I've poked around to see what else is out there, and they've got the turtle van and the turtle blimp. I'm probably going to pass on the blimp, but I do think we're probably going to get that party wagon. I'd really like to see them come out with Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady and Splinter and April O'Neil and the Foot Soldier, and at least get the initial wave of them out. And then I don't know if I would go any further with them. I might army build some foot soldiers, who knows. But I haven't seen hide nor hair of any of the villains, Shredder or April, or I don't even know anything about if they're releasing them or not. That would be great if they did, or I might have to track down the vintage ones and pay a little money just to have them in the collection. But anyway, without further ado, let's open this guy up. Well, all right, we got Raphael out of the package, and he is looking snazzy. He comes with that statistic card like I was telling you guys about, and a weapons rack. That weapons rack is pretty annoying. If you've never tried to have one stand the way you want it to, I mean, it is just pain in the butt. Anywho, we'll get Raphael spinning here. I like that there's a spot for that additional weapon there in his belt. I noticed, and I was today's years old when I figured this out, Donatello has one too for that little deal, but it's a little annoying because you can't put his arm down anymore if you do that. And I looked the other turtles over carefully, and I didn't see any places where you could shove anything, except maybe you could stick the ninja stars in these little pegs here, but then the straps don't come down very good. But anyway, back to Raphael here. I'd have to say Raphael is my favorite of the Ninja Turtles. He always has been. I don't know why that is, because he's always been kind of the angry, snarky, smart-assy one that and I mean, in the movies, it was big time, and even in the comic books, he was much more portrayed like that, whereas I guess in the cartoon, they kind of just made him sarcastic, and they kind of toned him down quite a bit. from the anger. But yeah, I always liked the red masked angry turtle. He's always been my favorite. So as you've seen in some of my other recent toy videos, we've been doing a lot of stop motion animation, and we are going to definitely get into some stop motion with these turtles. There's not really much to get into as far as their articulation and stuff. They're very basic. So without further ado, let's just play with them some. All right, there they are, our 4 turtles all together. And I have to admit, this really just kind of hits you in the nostalgia feels. There was something about these 4 turtle brothers that really just hit, millions of kids around the world. And, they're just very special. I mean, I look at the turtles and it's a little bittersweet for someone like me because I was such a big Masters of the Universe fan, and the appearance of these guys was no doubt the end of He-Man's run. But I have to admit, I jumped on to Turtles just like every other kid, and it was time, and I do, knowing now as an adult, that Mark Taylor was the big action figure concept art designer with the Masters of the Universe, and then he jumped aboard with the Turtles. I mean, really just Mark Taylor owned the 80s, if you ask me, as far as toys and action figures and toy designs. I hope you enjoyed the 6 seconds of stop animation with Raphael. Stop animation is a lot time consuming, and you can check back to my previous videos and see some better examples of it. And I'm sure we'll have a greater all 4 turtle stop animation going, but I was really hoping to get some villains sometime soon. But anyways, coming up in the future, we're probably going to get back to some Masterverse stuff, possibly Faker or Stinkor, Spikor, Andra, or a Fisto figure. I also have 2 more Origins to unbox, and I picked up some comics, so you never know what I'm going to throw out there. We might even get some Nintendo games going again. So anyway, Jones are out.